Trump administration is bringing federal charges against the monster who slaughtered Ukrainian refugee Irina Zarutska and seeking the death penalty. This as we get horrific new video of the aftermath, and viewer warning, it's tough to watch. You can see the look of pure terror on Irina's face after the attack. She's cowering in fear and covering her face. No one steps in to help. And moments later, she collapses to the floor while her killer walks away, dripping in blood. But the liberal media isn't outraged by this heinous crime. They're outraged that you care. Politico says Ukrainian refugee killed in North Carolina gets dragged into political messaging war. Axios has the headline, Grisly Charlotte stabbing video fuels MAGA's crime message. And CNN says Republicans are pouncing.
Horrific new video of a Ukrainian refugee's murder caught on camera. It is absolutely horrific. Trump is now seizing on this to push his nationwide crackdown.
But President Trump showing no mercy to the killer.
She was slaughtered by a deranged monster who was roaming free after 14 prior arrests. We cannot allow a depraved criminal element of violent repeat offenders to continue spreading destruction and death throughout our country. We have to respond with force and strength. We have to be vicious just like they are. It's the only thing they understand.
All right, so pretty astounding the way the media is characterizing this, Greg.
Well, I mean, there was a time, and I know it was hard to believe, when murder wasn't a political issue, when we were kind of all against it, no matter what side you were on, we just kind of felt murder was bad. But then the left put that through the ideological meat grinder, where suddenly crime became a response to oppression, an act by the oppressed. And that meant the victim was a lesser problem in the left's hierarchy of problems. And so what you saw was the Dems became kind of known for being soft on crime, but the media stepped in to twist that narrative into a form of suicidal empathy. It's like you're supposed to care until it hurts. That meant that if you crossed the street to avoid a gang, that was your fault, not the gangs. You were a racist if you looked out for your own self-preservation. So it's the crime to the media. It isn't murder. It's that you notice the murder. And they will say, and you ask why, and they will say, well, obviously it's to score political points. That's what you're doing. So you have to think about that. Why is it scoring political points? Aren't you just saying that you're revealing your own guilt? That anytime somebody voices outrage, you're in danger of being exposed for your ambivalence towards crime and your pro-crime policies. Like if that wasn't an issue, you wouldn't care if people express their outrage because it wouldn't affect you. But you're going, oh my God, the spotlight is now on us. Now we have to defend all the terrible things we've done. And just a point that is very obvious, it's not like we cherry pick crimes. When you're a right winger, you've been talking about crime your entire life, right? Sometimes to a fault. Remember, we are genetically predisposed to self-defense. We talk about crime all the time. This is our wheelhouse. We just expect you to come out and be on our side when the most obvious, horrible things happen. It's kind of funny. If you express rage over blacks getting killed in Chicago, that's racist. If you express outrage over whites getting killed in Charlotte, that's also racist. So what does that tell you? Could it be that just expressing outrage over murder in general is the problem because you're exposing the Democrats and the media's ambivalence about protecting innocent people from the criminals that you empathize more with?